Hey guys, this is Blaine with SFBtraders.com, and I'm looking at stocks on watch for Monday, November the 25th. First of all, though, I would just want to say that I probably won't be in the trading room as much this week, nor making as much trades as I normally do, as I just kind of want to take a breather and slow down over the Thanksgiving week. The market is closed on Thursday and then only open half day on Friday, so Monday and Tuesday, uh, maybe some Wednesday low floaters will get going, but like I said, I'm going to be taking it easy. So if you don't see me in the room as much, don't be frustrated. Just keep your eye on the stocks I mentioned on these watch lists and potentially make some trades off of them. So here we go. IMMU needs follow through over 450. We had a base pattern just below 4 and it broke through that on Friday. Next level here is 450. If we can get through that 450 mark, it probably pops towards 5. ACHN, same kind of deal, same bottom pattern there. Traded between 240 and 3 for almost 2 months and finally broke through 3 on Friday. Needs to break through that high and potentially has room all the way back towards 350, 360. Your risk would be if that 3 fails, because remember, once support level or once the resistance level gets broken, it becomes a support level. So now support is right on that 3 mark. CALD is trying to break out again. Worth keeping your eye on it here. You can draw the trend line in on your own chart if you really want, but trying to break out through those highs there. It closed above the other one, and the high from the peak there was 1129, so that'll be the next key spot there, 1129. If it does that, it should run with your risk being probably right there just above 11. GST, nice breakout over 5 on Friday. Potential gap up in the morning. Um, and a little bit of squeeze higher. If it opens weak though, if it opens below where it closed at, then look for it to go from red to green, potentially take it long to the upside. Definitely not a buy and hold at this point, but potentially a quick morning trade off of it, and then watch for setups on the short side later on. PRKR, nice little trend off bottom. Finally, if it breaks the 4 mark, it should pop again towards 450 or potentially 5. Risk will be on this trend line. PVG, as discussed and or played on Friday. I want to zoom in just a minute, but here's the 2-month chart just to give you an idea. We had the breakout above 4 gap up, and then it ran all the way towards that previous uh, top, the previous resistance there on the gap fill now. So we still have a gap to fill from about 575-ish to 675-ish there if it can break through that Friday's high. So I'm going to zoom in to the 5-minute view um, from Friday here and show you. So it popped up. All this, most of the movement was in the morning, and Mike nailed this sucker right off of 428 right here as it started to break out and run in the morning. Nice, nice alert, Mike, in the morning there. Sure, he sold it early, but heck of a run. Plenty of people could make profits off that. All right, so basically it traded sideways the rest of the day and consolidated right there at like 535. There was a big seller that just didn't want to seem to go away at 535. So um, after hours Friday, it was like 539. But watch that 535 gaps up above 540. This could head back towards 580, and then just as a minute I showed you ago, it could potentially get legs all the way towards that 675 area. ARIA, another one of these gap down plays, gap down a couple times, and then finally gapped up on Friday off some news, and then peaked out just right at 4. I'm going to zoom in again to Friday's chart, 5-minute view here. So we got the peak right on 4. Pretty much the trade for me on this was, I alerted this setup, if I can draw a trend line, I alerted this setup right here at 350. I know several in the chat room took this thing right as it came off bottom and then perked up and broke this 350. This was your buy, and they sold into the run. I think Charlie even sold it dang near 4, so nice trade for him. But potentially this thing could set up again if this trend reverses and it perks up again. And if it gets through 4, it'll speed up again probably. Just keep an eye on it though. With max pain area at this point, it's probably that 350 level. And I do have one penny stock for you, LQMT. Thing's right on 17 cents. The reason why this thing can run, it ran from 6 cents all the way to 20 cents back in July. I'm not saying it's going to do that in one day again and move like that again, but this had set up a nice wedge. It took about 4 months to create this wedge, and it finally broke above that line on Friday. And looks like it's going to be heading higher with the resistance point at this. We got right about 20. So this thing has room towards 20, and if it breaks 20, it could potentially run higher into the mid 20s there. So nice gain potential off of LQMT if it's there. Risk on either 16 or 14 probably depending on your risk tolerance. So play accordingly there. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to email me. Otherwise, I will see you in the chat room as I get around to it this week. Enjoy your holiday if I don't talk to you guys.